In my video nearing 1,000,000 views, how to build a raised bed with drip irrigation, I had a lot of comments in the comments section asking if there's anything I would have done differently. Now that it's been a couple years, I have 3 key items that I want to share with you that you can implement before building your raised bed. This is Tim from Organic Backyard Gardening. Number 1, I would have changed the placement of the shutoff valves. I placed shutoff valves on each bed mounted to the outside of the bed. However, this became problematic when I walked around the bed, especially in the winter when the shutoff valves were covered with snow. I accidentally kicked several and have had to replace them. This setup is also annoying when I'm weed whacking around the garden. I had suggestions instead of running the components up the side of the bed to mount them on the inside of the bed before I filled them up with soil. That's a great idea, however the corners are not available given the way I built the beds with the corner blocks. So that leads me to improvement number 2. Let's look at my friend Jeff's raised bed. He used lag screws to fasten the corners together without using blocks. This frees up the corner space. This would have allowed me to run my drip irrigation to the corner and allowing for placements of plants right up into the corners. Just make sure you pre-drill your boards before using the lag screws. Now, one of the biggest things I wish I would have done was protect against voles. Now, even if you don't think you have voles, this is a critical step you don't want to miss, and it's well worth the additional cost. Please click the subscribe button and the bell to be notified when we post new videos. So voles look similar to mice, but they like to burrow, and they reproduce like crazy. If you're in an area that gets snow in the springtime, you might see something like this on your lawn. This is vole damage. Voles burrow, and this is a sign that you have voles. Once you have a vole infestation, it can be detrimental. Several years back, I had a very bad vole problem. And what voles do is they burrow underneath the beds. They don't necessarily climb up top of the beds. They always like to stay under cover because of predators. Voles will burrow underneath your bed and they'll start to eat your plants from the inside out. They chew on the roots. I literally witnessed several plants shaking because the voles were chewing on the roots. Now let's take a look at what Jeff did. Now I was talking with Jeff and I said, hey, listen, you might want to think about putting some mesh netting at the bottom of the bed. Now the mesh netting is not very cheap. It's pretty expensive, but it's well worth it. So when you're building the bed, you want to fasten this mesh wire to the bottom of the bed before placing it in the final location and filling it up with soil. Well, hey guys, I hope this helped. If you haven't seen the original video, you can check out in the link below. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share it with all your friends. Thank you so much.